Bama's run under Nick Saban, of course, started with defense, and he wants to get back to his roots. He's got old buddy Kevin Steele on the line, and we've got old buddy Stephen M. Smith on the line from Touchdown Alabama, and In My Own Words, his show that you can catch right here on YouTube Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 6 Central. Stephen, how you doing today?
Doing great, Mark. I mean, we got a chance to look at the offense the last time, so what better way to try to get Nick Saban back to those roots by looking at this defense now?
Yeah, and it all starts up front. Of course, we've got our defensive end play. We've got our defensive tackle play. Let's start inside, and your thoughts on who's coming back and how it sets up and what those spring battles could look like.
Well, at that defensive tackle position, you do lose DJ Dale to the NFL draft after his career at Alabama, but you do return Jaheim Otis, who had a very strong freshman campaign, the young man out of Columbia, Mississippi, who came as a four-star in the 2022 class, and this young man made all SEC freshman team, freshman All-America team, reset opposing offensive line several times. Him on the field, he came in almost or basically tipping the scale of 400 pounds. He's now down to 348. So that just shows you his tremendous weight loss journey and transformation, sticking to the strength and conditioning program here at Alabama. But having Jaheim Otis back, guys that can really help him along that interior. You talk about names like Tim Williams, names like Jamil Burrows can really help out there. Both of those two guys back. Damon Payne Jr., who got into the rotation quite a bit last season. T.M. Keenan the third is back as a defensive tackle, a product out of Birmingham, Alabama. He's back. You recently signed freshman James Smith, who's the absolute bully up front from Carver High School out of Montgomery. So Saban's looking to see, who could be that next guy or a couple of guys come in there and help out with Jaheim Otis from that interior defensive tackle position in terms of resetting opposing offensive lines, stuffing running backs, maybe get some pass rush going in there. The last big-time interior pass rusher from that nose tackle spot that Bama had was Quinnen Williams back in 2019. Now, Christian Barmore did a fine job in 2020. Don't get me wrong, Barmore with 8.5 to 9 sacks. But Quinnen Williams was the last just untamable disruptor from that defensive tackle spot back in 2019. So Saban trying to find a guy that can do some of that from that interior nose tackle position.
And correct me if I'm wrong, Stephen, I remember Quinnen Williams not being much of a factor in regards to people's evaluations and not really being on the radar for a lot of people. And bam, just out of nowhere, it seemed like he became a superstar.
Oh, absolutely. I remember when Jonathan Allen was preparing for the NFL draft, a lot of people were talking to him about, who's the next freak of nature on the defensive line. And people were expecting Allen to say Raekwon Davis, who was 6'6", 6'7", 320 pounds at that time. Jonathan Allen had everybody kind of break their neck when he said, no, the freak is Quinnen Williams. And people are like, no, it can't be. It has to be Raekwon Davis, right? It just has to be. 6'7", 6'8", big, massive dude. Jonathan Allen, as he's walking out the door, says, mark my words, the next freak is Quinnen Williams. And lo and behold, I'm not trying to say that Allen was a prophet by any sense of the imagination, but he did call it, as Quinnen Williams became the guy that people cannot keep their eyes off of, especially in that 2019 season.
Stephen M. Smith is here talking Bama defense. You can join Stephen, of course, right here on YouTube every Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 6 Central, In My Own Words.